Hi, we're back, and I am in a different fancy dress. See how many different fancy outfits we can come up with today for Fancy Friday because you are fancy, fantastic, marvelous, wonderful, and awesome. So, we are going to get started with some mental math, some quick look cards that I have here. So, I'm going to give you a quick look. I'm going to give you a second quick look, and then you are going to tell me how many dots you think you see, and we'll go over your strategies to come up with it. All right, so let's take a look at our first one. All right, quick look. Let's put it away. Let's take another quick look. Whoop. All right, so how many dots did you see on that quick look card? And no pausing the video to count. Remember, we don't count our dots. We actually use strategies to come up with how many dots are there. That's why it's mental math, right? We don't have time to count. So you saw how many dots? All right, let's take a look. If you said 15, you are correct. So what was your strategy? Let's talk about some of the ones that we could do. We have some double facts we could do, right? So we have 5 here plus 5 here. 5 plus 5 is 10. And then we have 3 and 2, which makes another 5. So maybe 5 plus 5 plus 5 gives us 15. Maybe you took these two here, put them down here to make a full 10 frame. So you had 10 plus 5 to make 15. Or maybe you looked at these 5 empty boxes and you knew that 20 minus 5 made 15. So no matter what way you came up with it, right, if you got 15, you got it. All right, let's take a look at another one. Quick look. It's an easy one. Sometimes we look at the empty boxes and not the full boxes because there's fewer empty boxes than full ones. All right, so how many dots were in our second quick look card? All right, let's take a look. All right. So I see 3 empty boxes, which makes it really easy for me. I know 20 minus 3 is 17. Maybe some of you wanted to fill in this full 10 frame, make that a full 10, and then you would be left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 there to make 17. Maybe you did 8 plus 8, double fact, 16 plus 1 more to make 17. Whatever your strategy was, if 17 is the number you got, you were correct. All right, and let's take a look at our final quick look card. This guy right here. All right, let's put it away. Let's take another look. All right, so how many dots were in our third quick look card? Let's take a look and see if you were right. I see 6 empty boxes. Right? So when I have 6 empty boxes, I know that 20 minus 6 is going to move 14. And maybe what you did is you moved these 3 over to make a full 10 and had 4 left here. 10 plus 4 is 14. Maybe you saw 7 plus 7 and made 14. Or maybe you looked at your empty boxes and you saw 6 empty boxes and knew that if you had 6 empty boxes and you were trying to make 20, then that would give you 14 boxes that were full. All right, you warmed up? I hope so. So for today, we're going to review another concept that we've been doing in math. So yesterday we did 2-digit addition and all the different ways that we could come up with answers. We could do open number lines. We could do base 10 blocks. We could do partial sums, which is our 10s and our 1s. We could use a friendly number. Lots of different ways, right? So today we're just going to practice actually some more mental math. We're going to do minus 10 and plus 10, minus 100 and plus 100. So I'm going to do it with you. And then afterwards, I would love for you to make up some of your own numbers and do plus 10, minus 10, plus 100, minus 100. Okay, so you can use numbers similar to mine. If you really want a challenge, you could pause me right now and you could solve these on your own. And then press play and see if you got it correct. And then you could do it again when we switch over to our hundreds. So that might be something you would want to try and do. You do know how to do this, so challenge yourself. Pause me right now, solve them on your own, and then come back and check in and see if you did them correctly. All right, so let's get started. So I have minus 10 here and plus 10 here. I do not need to use a number grid. I'm going to use the best tool I have, which is my brain. And I remember when I'm working with tens, the only number that's going to change is the number in the tens place. If I have a number in the tens place that is close to a 9 or a 0, then I'm going to have to change my hundreds place. But the ones place is never going to change. You do not touch the ones place. It's only your tens place changing. So I like to do plus 10 first because counting up is just easier for my brain, and then I'll do the minus 10. So 85 plus 10 more. The only thing that's changing is this 8. So if I had 8 longs and I added one more long, I now have 9 longs, right? Because 8 plus 1, 8 tens plus 1 10 is going to make 9 tens, and that's going to give me 95. Right? Now to do minus 10, I'm going to take a 10 away from my 8 tens. So 8 tens or 8 longs, right? And I take one away, 8 minus 1, 8 tens minus 1 10 is 7 tens. So minus 10 is going to give me 75. All right. And I'm going to keep using that same strategy for all of these. So 23 plus 10. That means the number in my tens place is going to go up by 1 10. 2 plus 1, 2 tens plus 1 10. So 20 plus 10 more is going to be 30, 33. And then I want to take a 10 away. So I'm going to go back 10. I'm going to minus 10, subtract 10, to minus 1. 2 tens minus 1 10 is going to give me 1 10, and my 3 ones is going to stay to make 13. Right? So now if you look and you count across, we're counting by tens. 75, 85, 95. 13, 23, 33. So you'll see that we are going by tens because that's what we're adding and subtracting by. 46 plus 10. 4 plus 1. 4 tens plus 1 10. 40 plus 10. No matter how you say it, you're going to get one more 10, which would be 50, and then your 6 for your ones place. Now I want to take a 10 away. 40 minus 10, 4 minus 1 is going to be 3 tens or 30, and my 6. Okay, my numbers are going a little crooked. 152. I'm not going to be concerned that there's a 100 in there. It's okay that it's a 3-digit number. This is the number I'm looking at, that 5. Right, so 5 plus 1 more. 50 plus 10 is going to give me 60. So 162, right? 50 minus 10. Now I'm going to go back a 10. So 5 minus 1 or 50 minus 10 is going to be 142. 361 plus 10. So this guy again is the only one I'm looking at right now. Add a 10 to that 6. 60 plus 10 more is going to be 70 to make 371. And minus 10, 361 minus 10, take a 10 away. I'm going to have 351. Okay. How did you do? I think you did awesome because it's Fancy Friday. You are so smart and you guys are experts at this. We have done this many times before. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to erase our board and we're going to do plus 100 and minus 100. So same thing before. I would love for you, once I have all the numbers set up, for you to pause me, solve them on your own, and then come back and check in with me. All right, so I'm going to erase. Here we go. All right, I'm not going to erase completely, because I'm just going to add to some of the numbers I already have, make a little less work for myself. Oh, I didn't even need to do that. All right, so this is going to be minus 100, and this is going to be plus 100. All right, we're going to make this number 485. We're going to make this one 223, and we're going to make this one 846, and then we'll keep those guys down there. All right, so now would be the perfect time to pause me so that you can solve these on your own. And then once you've solved them, come on back, press play, and see how you did. All right, let's get started. 485. So now the only number we're looking at is a number in the hundreds place. We don't need to worry about our tens. We don't need to worry about our ones right now, okay? Unless we have a number in the tens place that's a 9 or a 0, which we don't. So we can just smooth sail with just our hundreds, adding 100 and taking away 100. So 485 plus 100. 4 plus 1, 400 plus 100, 585. Okay. Take 100 away. 4 minus 1, 400 minus 100, 385. 300, 400, 500. Okay. 223. We have plus 100. So I'm going to add 100 to my hundreds place. 2 plus 1 or 200 plus 100 is 323. And then we're going to subtract 100. So we have 200 minus 100. We're going to have 123. 100, 200, 300. All right. 846. Let's add 100, take away 100. Okay, so I'm going to add 100 to my 800. 946. And I'm going to take away 100. 800 minus 100. 746. Right? 700, 800, 900. Okay, these numbers are a lot bigger. They're taking up a lot more space. 152 plus 100. 1 plus 1 is 2. 252. And then we're going to take away 100. So you're actually going to take that 100 away, and all you're going to be left with is 52. All right, and our last one, 361. Add 100 to our 300, 461. And then we're going to take 100 away, 261. And notice our pattern. Our pattern is everything stays the same except for our hundreds. And our hundreds are counting by 100s or even by ones. If you are looking at the 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. All right, so I'm going to add a little online game for you guys. I'm going to put the link right below the video so that you guys can practice this some more. And I hope that you are having a fun, fancy Friday and that you had fun with math today. I'll see you guys later. Bye.